Okay, so this is just a quick overview over this graph, especially this part right here and this part right here. They are mostly set up the same way, except this part, which is more lush looking perhaps, has a bit more intricate node setup. So the base shape itself ends right here. That's actually nothing special, and it's mostly this part here that is used. All this is just scrap, mostly from the experimentation during the build of this world, and it's fused together with these mountain areas. And as you can see, I've used a mask to sort of knock off where this desert rock part and this alpine part is. Okay, so first off, the experimentation starts with a Voronoi, like you suggested, I think. And I combine it with a gradient in the advanced purlin. So if I focus on this and I disable either, you see the effect of what they do, right? The same thing here. I think I wanted this mountainous area here, which was made from a Voronoi and masked with a radial grad. So these two were combined into this, and yeah, I just kept on combining things. Here I've made a mask to make a lake or something. Added something back so I didn't lose the details. Oops, didn't want that to happen. So I bring back the area land here, and another radial grad with Voronoi and advanced purlin piped into that. So these two are now combined, and I get more of these sharper looking mountains. Then brought into an erosion and over erosion, which is taking different data from the erosion node and enhancing it. So that's where the height map ends. From here it's just color and masking to bring it up to this part, and then it's combined in height map and textures with the rest. But I want to show you this, which is sort of a wasteland, perhaps lush but more dry, I don't know. It's the same idea. The base shape is from this highlands macro from the geoglyph collection. It pipes into valley, which is quite awesome by itself, and based on the height here, it chooses sort of the best parts. So the advanced purlin here is driving this where the masking happens, which is then piped into erosion, and I'm using a purlin river macro from geoglyph and combining that. So these two becomes this, and from here again it's coloring. Yeah, didn't have any flow data that was good enough, so I made a setup in the reflow macro. Utilize that to get some more interesting parts here, so you can see, yeah, how that ends up. I'm not sure if this is super helpful, but for the most part, like this setup right here, that's the core of a lot of things I do, like base shape, blend them together somehow using something to mask it, usually something procedural, because I don't like using handmade masks. It will get artificial real quick, and then erode it, and perhaps add other effects or multiple erosions after each other or side by side. So using a new mask on a combiner, let me just make an example here. So perhaps this erosion will have a different effect. See? So now these are nothing like the same. And then I can use this as a mask, for instance. And I can enhance which part is used. So in between here, you can add terras, for instance. So we can have something like that, more extreme before you go to erosion. Now these two look nothing alike, and then you use this mask to define which parts are used where. Yeah, I hope that helps.